What do you call a mischievous little girl who wouldn't sit still, climbs over everything, keeps you on your toes 24/7, is sassy, bold, loud? If you're me, you would call her Gremlin. But what I didn't realize is that my little Gremlin was actually showing me exactly what the world actually needs more of. And it would eventually become the foundation of my entire brand. I am a mom in her late 30s, and I have a son and a daughter. And my sweet, sassy daughter had her moment of being a little mischievous little thing that enlightened and ignited a fire inside me, a fire that she had inside her. And my brand's motto is to embrace the fire inside every girl. So here we are to paint the picture as to the reason why I called her a gremlin in real life. It's the acronym to GIRL. It was one cold winter morning where my son, 5 at the time, came over to cuddle with me, and my daughter had just done nursing. She was 2.5 at the time. And she reaches up to him right away to try to scratch him without using any kind of words that we've been trying to teach her to use her words and not her hands. Knowing that, toddlers can be super communicative with their hands. Our son was definitely not. And with her, it was definitely an interesting challenge, feat, stage, you could say. So we were trying to, have her speak with her words instead of her hands. And she had a good vocabulary that she could have used, but she just didn't want her brother near her. And she went up and tried to scratch his face, and I, sleep deprived, had just felt like a cow being milked, said right away to her, like, "What kind of monster are you?" And she looks up at me and uses actual words and says, "I'm not a monster, I'm a girl." And I said, "Yeah, you're a gremlin in real life," while stating each letter of the words out loud, each first letter of each word out loud, making the acronym for GIRL. And my son looked at me and said, "Clever, Mom, that was cool." And I was like, "Yeah, that actually was. You're a little gremlin in real life. You're like the sweetest little mischief ever." I had told family members and had FaceTimed my husband right away at 7 o'clock in the morning, letting him know, like, "Hey, check out this clever acronym I came up with." And talking to my sister-in-law, who had advised me, like, "Hey, you should, get that branded on shirts, and people will buy that and resonate with it." And I knew I needed to have a message behind it, because I know my daughter wasn't trying to be intentional in her mischief, whether the actual action was not okay and mischievous, but she was just trying to say something that she didn't want. She just didn't want her brother near her. And there's always that fire inside a little girl. I know I've had it, and I see it in her. She just has this fire inside her that she needs to make sure she is known, and make sure that what she tries to say is heard. She will not bow down, and she will make sure that she is seen. And that is something that has been amazing about her. The brand did start off as Gremlin in real life. I actually have a biggest mischief story about that I actually trademarked my acronym, got it approved. It was awesome. It was already in business for about 8.5 months or so, selling apparel, an e-commerce business, and the accountant in me wanted to have everything in line and do everything properly and make sure, I had my LLC established and my trademark done, because I didn't want anyone stealing my concept. And I also had a little pink gremlin drawn of my daughter. An artist had drawn her up, and it literally looks like her in gremlin form, this little creature. And it was the cutest little thing. So back to getting trademarked and approved. It's there, so it gets posted on the official Gazette, and then it's open for opposition for 60 days, and guess who opposes me? Y'all. I don't know who doesn't like it. There's lots of people out there that I'm sure, lots of companies that have humongous, sections of people, departments of people that do these kinds of things. And my attorney had gotten a letter from Warner Brothers that basically told me to close up shop because I was alluding to their image and it was too close to their Gremlins franchise, which was definitely something that I thought I did my due diligence on, as far as the word gremlin is in the English lexicon, and it's not like it's a trademarked word. The plural word is, but the singular word is not. But who am I and little old me trying to fight against WB? So I closed up shop. But I do want to say that me closing up that shop, while it was definitely gut punching, it was definitely also a blessing in disguise, because the brand's message, all in all, throughout the history of it, from the inception of it, was to embrace the fire inside every girl. And I was looking for words, things that were like, how can I rebrand? How can I pivot this? And I literally was going back and forth with so much stuff. I definitely grieved that previous brand and thought, okay, I can't let this defeat me, because one thing about me that y'all don't know, and I would like to make known, is that I've always been a determined human being. Yeah, more on that later. But I was determined to get this pivoted and keep moving, keep going, getting that message across. And pursuit came to mind, because, there's that pursuit of happiness, just chasing those dreams, chasing that growth, chasing that authenticity. Because I firmly believe that every girl should be their true authentic selves, bold, sassy, mischievous, silly, kooky, I don't know if that's the word, defiant, smart, aggressive, assertive, yeah. All in all, to use it so then a child, a little girl like mine, can use it effectively as she grows up, because she will lead. It will be something that will help her lead as she grows up into adulthood. So coming into the current brand now, it's called the Girl Pursuit. And if y'all have ever checked my socials or website, it says Girl Pursuit, but there's a G with a period, I.R.L. And what better way to emphasize Girl Pursuit than to have it broken down into having a girl that has grit, someone that is bold, someone that has courage, who's fearless. Grit in real life, and a girl that has guts. She's gutsy in real life. For those prime years of being a young lady, having that courage to be unique and authentic can be really challenging. And also being a gangster in real life, because doing things or stepping out of line or out of the box is something that takes courage and, boss moves. You gotta have those street smarts. So my core 3 traits of Girl Pursuit are grit in real life, gutsy in real life, gangsta in real life. They matter to me because I think and I believe they embody the embracing of the fire inside every girl. Because we all have it in us. And it shouldn't be dimmed. We should just learn how to tame it. And we can only learn if it's modeled or accepted or approved. And my brand represents and upholds the standard of having girls be their true selves. And it's okay to be awkward or sassy. And I'm here for it. And I want to push that through because I was that little girl who was told to box in, stay in line, hush up. I won't let that happen with my daughter. She's a carbon copy of me. And I want her to know that it's okay to be you. Yeah, you're loud. That's all right. Learn to use your loudness in ways that will get you advance in your life, in your career, in school. And what I want y'all to know going forward is that I am here to embrace all the beautiful chaos. You know, for all the girls that ask the tough questions, that refuse to be put in boxes. This is Girl Pursuit. And we're just getting started.